Hey everybody, so we just got back from Level Up Summit on Friday. It was such an amazing event, but this is the second time I've actually heard Perry Belcher speak. And one of the things that he spoke about at Funnel Hacking Live and also at the Level Up Summit was newsletters. He's got this awesome newsletter tool that he generated. I started scratching my head and I thought, man, we've got all these tools and Go High Level. Let's just go ahead and build one ourselves. So what this is an A to Z content generation tool. It's going to give your business enough content to be able to post out there on all of your different social platforms, all from one, all automated based off of your favorite blog posts that you guys can find out there on the web. So, and there's no plagiarizing or anything like that. I'll go ahead and walk you through everything. Let's dive on in and show you how this all works. So the very first step that we're going to do is we're actually going to use RSS from Zapier, and we're going to take a feed from one of our favorite blog posts. So this is from The Hustle. So what we're doing is, as we have a new blog post that's coming in, we can see achievement motivation, 9 ways to use it in the workplace. Awesome, cool. I like the sounds of that. So what we're going to actually be doing is we're going to be taking this blog post, we're going to run this through as a test right now, and then this is going to launch all of our new automations in one fell swoop, so that we have all of our content ready to rock and roll here. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this. I just want to run that test through so that you guys can see this working live. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump over to our workflow list. You can see I've numbered everything out for you guys. And there's also corresponding custom fields that are loaded in. Let me actually show you those first. So as we dive in, you're going to see that we have a folder for each one of these custom fields. We have the RSS feed import data, which is going to take in our text, for our title from the actual blog post that's updating. We're going to get the description of that blog post. We're going to get the content, and we're also going to get a category. Now, one of the things I didn't show you here is that I actually have that category remain constant inside of this. So I'm updating my own contact record in my high level. So that way I have a place to go that this information is going to be every time when it loads in. And I'll show you how that works here in just a moment. You can also see that the blog post title is coming through, the description, the content feed, and then I named this It's Time to Hustle. This is coming from the Hustle blog post from HubSpot. So It's Time to Hustle just seemed appropriate. So what we're doing now is we've got all of these fields that you're going to be able to leverage inside of the platform, are actually going to be leveraged through the automation itself. So one of the things I always start with whenever I build out a snapshot is custom fields, because you have to make sure that you have a good foundation of custom fields so that your snapshot works appropriately. And the same goes for custom values. In this particular instance, we don't need to update any custom values though. So life's pretty simple with this one. So blog post title generator. This is number 1. So the first thing that's going to happen is that RSS feed is going to enter in to my contact record. It's going to update that custom field for the blog post. And I'm actually going to go ahead and name this for you because, as you'll find out, I named all of these every step of the way, and I just don't like seeing something that hasn't been named. So blog post title from RSS feed. Right. So now I'm going to go ahead and just hit save trigger. So our contact has been updated. The record's been updated from the RSS feed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and generate a topic of this blog post. So this is where there's no plagiarizing, you guys. What's happening right now is GPT is taking the title, the description, and the content, and it's generating a 2 to 3 paragraph topic for this blog post. Right. The next thing that we're going to do is, now that it's generated the topic, we're now going to generate title 1. Then we're going to, leveraging a similar topic, come up with a similar topic to this, generate a short, catchy title for a blog post that's different from this title. So this is going to generate 3 separate blog post titles all in one place. Then you can see we have a wait for 20 minutes down here at the bottom. This is here to make sure that all of the other pieces of content fire off, because when we do the newsletter, we're actually going to send out a newsletter based off of these 3 different blog posts and give the end user the opportunity to click on one of your 3 different blog posts. So we're looking to give them options to entice them, catch their attention, and drive them to a blog where they can consume more of your content and they can also build trust and authority in you and your company. So blog post title generator goes through. Oh, I need to save that update. Blog post title generator goes through. Next thing that we're going to see here is that this is actually going to then launch our description generator. So we have description 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to show you guys, we've got a wait period on 2 and another wait period on 3. I'll explain that. So generator 1, so this is going to take all of the title and the information from that title with a very well-written prompt. And it's going to go ahead and generate a description. We're then simply going to update the description feed here. And this is all going to be triggered based off of the blog post 1 title changing. So the custom field for blog post 1, it's all labeled. It all makes sense. You guys will be able to quickly understand where everything goes if you want to recreate or build this on your own. Next here is going to be the blog post description 2. So you can see this is based off blog post title 2 has changed. We have a wait for 3 minutes. Then we're going to generate blog description 2 and update the field. Now we have blog post description 3. This is going to wait 6 minutes. We're then going to generate blog description 3, and then we're going to update that custom field. Now, what happens next after this is going to be the content generation. So one of the things you guys are going to see here is that the content generation is based off of the description updating. So blog post description 1 has changed. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to use that 2 to 3 paragraph description, and we're going to go ahead and we are going to generate an outline for our blog post. It's going to be 5 sections long, and it's going to generate a summary for each one of those blog posts. Now, the next step from here is to generate section 1, generate section 2, generate section 3, 4, and 5. Once these are all generated, what we're then going to do is mash all of them together in a string. So we're going to update all of the sections from our blog posts in our blog post content, so that way our custom field has been updated. We're then going to add a note with the title, the category, the description, and the content of the blog post directly to our contact record. Then we're going to have a short wait period, and we're going to add a task for this to be completed. Whether this task is for you to do yourself every day, you can knock all these tasks out in 10 to 20 minutes a day and put a bunch of amazing content out there in front of your users, or a virtual assistant so that you can save time, effort, energy, and money on this. Next, and the reason I say money is because time is money. The more time you have to focus on your business and close new business, bring on new clients, upsell a current client, the more money you're going to make. So next thing you can see, we have content 2. So this is going to generate our content, our second blog post content. Then after we go through our content generator 1, 2, and 3, then we're actually going to generate all of our keywords out. So we're generating keyword 1, keyword 2, keyword 3 here. And then once all of those keywords have then been generated, we're now going to generate a newsletter. Once the newsletter has been generated, we are then going to go in and we're going to create a different post for each one of our social media platforms that we want to put this out there, whether it's Facebook groups, whether it's pages, whether it's Google My Business, whether it's LinkedIn. And you guys, once we have like a Dolly integration into workflows, I'm more than happy to add an Instagram. And then I'm also looking at, like nvideo.ai or HeyGen, so that you can actually generate a video, short form video content for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and TikTok, so that you can grow your guys' businesses and your presences out there. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and jump over and show you guys on a contact record really quick what this is going to look like. So in my contact record, under your notes section, and of course, you will have a task on your main dashboard to knock these things out. But the notes on this contact record are going to pre-fill. You can see we have Facebook group post here. We then have a Facebook page post. We have a Google My Business post, all separate posts, and you can see we can insert the links for these blog posts. So the way that you'd actually go ahead and building this out, you can see we have blog post title here. We're just going to scroll down and we're going to grab all 3 of these. We're going to see all 3 of these blog posts. So all three of these blog posts are going to go through. And as these blog posts are going through, are being loaded in, essentially all you're going to do, we're going to make this super simple. You're going to go ahead and copy the title of your blog post here at the top. So you'll copy your title. You're going to paste that in when you're creating a blog post, right? And let's just jump over to sites and let's just show you what that looks like. So let's go to blogs. Just say create new blog. So now we have to do a title for our blog post. It's the very first thing we do. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the title. I'm going to paste this in. All right, now I'm going to show you guys like an expert little ninja move. I'm going to go to designer.microsoft.com. And we're going to go ahead and load this up. Now, for these cover images, super simple. All you have to do is go into Designer and say, generate a blog post image for a blog titled, generate a blog post image for a blog post titled. Paste in your title, hit generate. So what's going to happen here is Designer is actually going to go ahead and it's going to generate a handful of different images for you to use. Right. So let's just say that I really like this one. I'm like, hey, that looks cool. Guy with an award on a stage, all these stars, it kind of pops. I'm just going to go ahead and download this design. Right. So while that's downloading, I'm going to hop back over. I'm going to say no thanks on this. Give me the download. No thanks. Is this downloading? Let's find out. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit change on this. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to upload a file. Let's just go to Designer. See what the last one I've got it here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this file up. And now I'm going to add this right here. So then I'm just going to do my alt text. Same thing here. And then my post description. I'm going to jump over. I'm going to copy this blog post description. I'm going to go ahead and paste this here. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and click create post. So now this is going to open up and I'm going to be able to add my blog post information here. So all my content's listed right here. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down. I'm going to copy all of this content, Command or Control C, whatever you use, Mac or PC. All right, now I'm going to paste this blog content in. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I'm going to get rid of section 1. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bold this, and then I'll make this 18 so that way it pops and stands out. Now I'm just going to scroll down, get rid of section 2. I'm going to go ahead and bold. I'm going to make this 18. Scroll down, get rid of section 3. Go ahead and make this bold. Oops. Let's find section 3, make this bold. Then we'll make this 18. I'm going to scroll down to section 4, get rid of section 4, make this bold, and go ahead and make this 18. And we'll find section 5. Do the same thing. All right, guys, what I'd recommend as well here is I would go ahead and I would throw different ads throughout this blog post. So you can create images here at the top. You can then link those images from insert link to different offers that your business has, where you can take this audience and you can drive them back in. So I'd put an ad above understanding achievements at the top. I'd put an ad. I'd essentially put an ad in between each section. So every section that we have, add a new ad in. That way it looks just like any other blog post that they're going to view, but why not have your own ads running through this? So now we're going to go ahead and click continue. Now here we're going to see that we have the opportunity to add a category. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back over this contact record. We'll scroll up to the top and you can see that under this blog post, we do have a category that's listed. Let me find it. Where did I place it? Keywords. Okay, so we'll take our keywords first. So the category here was was listed as it's time to hustle. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. You guys, I will update this so that it's time to hustle pops up here and you have a category to copy from. I must have missed it on one of the blog or one of the workflows that I was creating. So go ahead and add this here. We're going to say generate a blog post category image for the following category. So now it's going to go ahead and generate an image for us, and I can copy this image and leverage this. So I'm just going to say I like this one. We'll download it. Jump back over here. We're going to go ahead and hit change. I'm going to go to upload file. Should be what? Designer 29. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and add that in. Copy the alt SEO text down here. And then I'm just going to say it's time to hustle. All right, then category description. All I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go to GPT. It's maybe a little too long, so I'm just going to take this much of it because I know there's a character output limit. I'm going to go ahead and create this. All right, so now the category has been created. I'm just going to go ahead and select that. So you guys, the reason that we're not adding all of that kind of stuff into the automation here is that you'll pick the category, you'll pick the blog post, you'll go ahead and add in your description, all of that kind of stuff. But now we can jump back and we can just go ahead and copy these keywords over one at a time. So we'll paste a keyword in, hit enter. Make sure you hit enter after each one of these keywords that you post in, so that way it is added as an actual keyword. So you can see there's a little box that goes around it. So we're just going to go down the list. We're going to copy and paste, hit enter, copy and paste, hit enter. And we're going to get all 10 of these keywords. And if anyone knows a way to format this so that you can just paste all the keywords in at once and it generates it as its own individual box, let us know in the comments of this. I'd love to know. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and just add a new author. Just going to say my name. I'm not going to add a description or anything. I just want to make this as simple as I can for you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and hit publish on this. So for publishing date, I'm just going to say now. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. So now we've gone ahead and we published our very first blog post from this. Now, the next thing that you guys can see after the blog post has been generated, you have another blog that's right here that's ready to rock and roll. So you can go and build blog post number 2, build blog post number 3, but then you also have all of your LinkedIn posts, all of your Google My Business posts, all of your Facebook page posts, and your group posts all ready to rock. Guys, this is also going to generate a newsletter that you're going to be able to plug that newsletter into an email drip. I just recommend doing a 1-day wait period between each one of these emails that's going to go out. And so essentially what you guys are going to see is that you're going to have an email that's going to encompass all 3 of these blog posts in it. And it's going to go out to those end users and say, hey, come and check out one of my 3 favorite blogs here. Right. And then as long as you actually add a assigned owner to your contact record, it's going to add a task for you. But it's not adding the task for me because I'm not the assigned owner. You can also see the that right here as I've refreshed the page. Here is our newsletter. So we've got the subject line of the newsletter. We've got the body of the newsletter. I would just replace audience with the contact's name. And then I would just go ahead and once you've put all 3 of your blog posts in, blog post 1, 2, and 3, that's where you're going to go ahead and just copy and paste your links into this email template that you create. whether you're doing that with HTML or whether you're doing that just in a workflow and adding a template. Now, you guys, I want to show you something. I've been using this for quite some time, and in our SaaS Coaching Academy. So I actually want to break this down and show you guys how this has been working. So I'm just going to go to newsletter. You can see I've put 589 people in it. I've only had 3 people that have, bounced out of this. So if we click into the newsletter itself, let's go ahead and look at the first email. Let's check out some stats. So email 1, 40% on the dot open rate, 0.9 click-through rate. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Let's just grab one email statistics, 52% open rate, you guys. Scroll down, another email. We haven't been that far. Here is the 555. Let's check the most recent email and see what our click-through rate is on this. Our 24% open rate. That one must have just went out. So you guys, as you can see, this works. That is a ton of emails that have been sent out. We still have 24% open rate on the most recent one. And I actually did just get a notification for it like 20 minutes ago. So that one just recently went through. We also have a toggle stats here. This is killer. Okay, I didn't even know we had the stats view here. That's amazing. So we can see here we've had 0.24% click, 99% deliverability, 36.62% open, 42.65% open, 38. I mean, this is killer, you guys. It's all automated. I've got a virtual assistant that adds these in and makes my life easy. We'll have a link below that will take you to a page to be able to purchase this snapshot. All right, I will catch you guys later.